Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leanna if you're new, and I love doing my own nails. Nail art is so much fun, but even the simplest design can cost a fortune at the salon. So today I just wanted to share 5 different designs that you can do to spice up your own manicure right at home and make it look like you took a trip to the salon. By the way, no hate to nail techs at all. I totally get it. Professionals are entitled to charge whatever they want because you're not only paying for the materials they're using on you, but also their service. It's just that I couldn't afford to get my nails done on a frequent basis and honestly still can't. So if you're in my situation but you still want bomb ass nails, then DIY is a great option. If you don't already know, I sell press-on nails myself. You can follow me at Leanna Nailed It on Instagram to see more of my work. I totally support nail techs and other small business owners charging what they do because I am in their shoes, and I also completely understand if someone doesn't want to buy from me and would prefer to DIY because it is fun and it saves money. I have a handful of other nail videos on my channel, which I'll leave in the description box below in case you're interested. And without further ado, let's get started with the video. So I'm going to be doing these designs on some press-ons, and I've already prepped them and they all have base coat on already. Don't forget to use base coat, it's very important. So for the first design, I thought we would use a nail foil. I discovered nail foils a few years ago, and I honestly think that has been responsible for propelling my passion for nail art. These are super cool, and how you use these is you take a nail foil glue, and I like this one from Macart just because I'm a hoe for Macart, but whichever brand you use, I would recommend the type that you cure under a lamp, as opposed to the type that just air dries, even though the air drying glue might be a little cheaper, just because it just takes so damn long, and you never know when it's ready. So the lamp drying one is more worth the money in my opinion. I just put an even layer of the foil glue, and my lamp, I believe, cures for 45 seconds with one press of the button, and for this foil glue the directions say to cure for 2 whole minutes, so I'm going to do exactly that and press the button a couple times. If it's not fully cured, then the foil will not transfer correctly, so you gotta really make sure that that's dry. Okay, so now that that's cured, I'm going to be very careful and place the foil over the nail, and this is the key. Foil transfer will not happen without this. This is a silicone tip nail brush, and this has been freaking monumental. Before I was just pressing with my fingers or a Q-tip and or various hard objects, but nothing I tell you works as effectively as a silicone brush. This brush is probably the best purchase I've made in terms of nail tools. I just press the foil all over the nail and make sure to go over it multiple times. I'm really obsessed with getting the foil transfer as perfect as possible, so when it comes time for the moment of truth, I don't tear off the foil like a band-aid. I kind of peel a little bit at a time so that it's not completely off, and if I see any bald spots, then I just press it back down and go over that same spot again. And sometimes when you're filling in a bald spot, it's best to peel it off fast, but yeah, I'm still getting better at this. I still mess up sometimes and find myself having to redo some nails. There's definitely a learning curve, but this brush really helps. You can use a base color when you're using foils, but I actually really prefer the clear nail look. But sometimes it can look a little bit sparse, so what I do is apply some gold leaf. And to do this, I use base coat for the sole purpose that base coat is sticky and the top coat that I have isn't. And I just tear off little pieces of gold leaf and apply it with my fingers. After applying the gold leaf, I put on some top coat and then cure, and then there you have your completed foil with gold leaf nail. For design numero dos, I went for a lilac base, and then I just wanted to show this nail powder that you can get to kind of buff it on the nail for a very metallic finish. Apparently if you use one of those early 2000s eyeshadow sponge tip applicators, it's better, but I didn't really feel like buying any. Honestly, Q-tips have been working pretty well for me. It's just not as chrome as it could be, I think, but I'm into the metallic look. I just put a piece of tape to create a line, and I put gold powder at the bottom half of the nail. I brushed off some of the excess powder and added a top coat. When you're working with glitter, don't forget to clean your brush before you put it back in the bottle because it will get all over the place and you don't want to contaminate your top coat. Okay, so the next one is mainly to show what you can do with this dotting tool. I've done a lot with it. You can literally make anything, stars, hearts, flowers, cheetah print, whatever your heart desires. For this design, I thought I would start with a pink base and then use some yellow polish to create the centers of some daisies because I love daisies. I think they're so cute. And then I cure so that the yellow won't bleed onto the white polish that I'm about to apply. And with the white polish, I just draw on the petals around those centers, and it's really just that easy. It takes a while, especially if you want it to be perfect, and that's pretty much it. I really like how the white petals are kind of raised from the base polish. I think it really makes the petals pop out, but the top coat kind of smooths everything out and makes the daisies kind of hard to see. I think that's because I used a super light base color. I guess it's really about how subtle you want the design to be. So for this next design, I'm going to put a color base and then use these gorgeous watercolor polishes. Apparently, if you have Sharpies and rubbing alcohol, you can do alcohol ink nails, which I think is super cool, but I didn't really have any Sharpies and I wanted to see what the legit thing was like. So I got this red and purple, and what I'm going to do is just dot these colors all over the nail till it's covered. I'm not really sure what to call this design. I feel like it should be something something shell. My sister says the red one looks like period blood, so that's fun. After that was completed, I felt like something was missing, so I went ahead and added a coat of base and put some gold leaf on top of that. I swear gold leaf just elevates your nails so much. And after top coat, this is how the design turned out. Alright, last but not least, we have the ombre. It took me a while to figure out how to best do this, and that is with these 2000s makeup sponges. God, what is it with these old makeup applicators working so well for nail art? At first I was stubborn and didn't want to buy sponges just to do ombre, but let me tell you, worth it. So what I do is take one color, put it at the base, the other color, and put it at the tip. They don't have to be touching, especially since you don't want to contaminate them. And then I just take the sponge and pat it in and move the sponge up and down so that the line between the colors is blurred. And you'll notice that this takes away like all the polish, but no worries. Just cure it and do this like 5 more times and the opacity really builds up. It does take a while, so it's up to you to decide if this method is what you prefer. I find that this creates the best ombre for me just because I'm not that great at any other methods, but this is a really foolproof way to do it. And once you build up that opacity, you just top coat and you're done. So yeah, that's 5 different nail design ideas that you can use on a DIY manicure. Let me know which one was your favorite. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!